so she gon' lay. That boy just a little bit serving day. Cut that bitch right off, I feel like.
Listen, welcome to Culture Shock and Laughs. This your boy comedian Mallucci. Listen, man, I know what I'm about to say. It's gonna touch and ruffle some feathers, man. Listen, I ain't trying to ruffle nobody's feathers. I ain't trying, you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking on me. And I just want to be clear when I say that, because people tend to take what I say and tend to like flip it or like try to make it seem like I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, put it in different ways. But I'm speaking on me. I'm speaking on how I feel. You know what I'm saying? 20 years of Katrina started August 29th. Right? 20 years, maybe 20 years. And I'm just going to speak on me. You know, if y'all celebrated Katrina, the 20-year anniversary of Katrina, more power to y'all, man. I don't, you know what I'm saying? That's what you do. That's what you do. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping at all. I'm speaking on me. And I'll say this. I don't celebrate. I don't feel a need to celebrate 1 year of Katrina. The reason being, I have my reasons. And one reason is why I seen a lot. I've been through a lot with Katrina. The first thing is, I don't really, like, Katrina to me separated a lot of things. You know, it took families away from each other. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of cousins I don't see no more because of Katrina, and they moved. And it's a lot of cousins that I lost, and a lot of family I lost, period. You know what I'm saying? After Katrina, that make me feel like it'll never be the same. So I just don't see the value in celebrating Katrina. Another reason why I don't celebrate Katrina is because I seen too much with these eyes. It did a lot to me, Katrina. Mostly bad. So I don't feel a need to celebrate it. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of a little touch of what I went through during Katrina. It's a lot more, but this is just a little touch of it. Everybody, you know, had their own little personal stories. Here's mine. The night before Katrina, the lights went out. Everybody's lights went out, really. My mom had some food. She had food in the house, you know what I'm saying? She had a whole bunch of food, and she was like, yo, y'all go cook that food. Y'all go, you know, cook the food, drink the drinks, because we don't know when the lights gonna be back on. So we had like this little bitty, it was like a little bitty barbecue pit. And it probably stood up on the table. It probably stood up about that big. Like, it was small. So we had to cook on it and stuff like that. So we cooked the meal and stuff like that on it and ate and stuff. And that night Katrina passed, you know, we was all outside, you know, chilling. You know, everybody chilling on the patio, on the porch, you know, just kicking it. The day after Katrina, we went to sleep. We didn't have no air, so it was kind of hard for a nigga to sleep in there, boy. We was in there struggling, trying to get some sleep. Nobody had blankets on. We had made like a little pallet on the floor. I remember my mama making a pallet, and everybody slept on the pallet. We all slept on the pallet with my mama because we didn't want to sleep in the room because it was too hot. So we did that, and that morning we got up, you know, and during the day we was chilling. Now, when Katrina hit, you know, nothing happened. Like, it was, you know, whatever. So when the levees broke, that's when everything really went down. The levees had them broke that morning, but we didn't have any water where we were living in. At the time, we were living by the cutoff, so we didn't really have a lot of water during that time. But my mama, so we did our little, my mama, you know what I'm saying, my mama had a van, so she let us do our little thing with the van and stuff. And we did some shit. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I ain't about to get into detail on what we did, but we did some shit. I don't know the statute of limitation on certain things, but we did some shit. You know what I'm saying? So we ended up going out and we did our little 1-2. But we had to leave. We ended up having to leave and go to my uncle's house. So we drove over by my uncle's house and we chilled over there. Well, at a certain point, my uncle was like, man, we got to go, man. We got to get out of here, man. The levees done broke, you know what I'm saying? And water everywhere. We got to get, You know what I'm saying? We got to get where we got to get it. You know what I'm saying? We got to go by the Superdome or by the convention center or whatever. So boom, my little sister was pregnant. She was like 8 or 9 months pregnant at the time. So we laid up there. We got in we put her in a basket and we pushed the basket over the bridge, and we had to exit off. So when we exited off, the convention center over here, the Superdome over here somewhere. So when we exited off, my uncle and them, they went to the convention center. They just popped out and they were like, look, we're going to go to the convention center. So we ended up going over there, but it was too many people and everybody was standing outside. So my mom was like, nah, we ain't about to do that. We about to go to the Superdome. Let's just see what the Superdome got. So we ended up going to the Superdome. That walk to the Superdome from the convention center, it was so much. It was so much. It was shit that I never imagined, right? So we get to the Superdome. My little sister was like, you know what? We gotta get out of here. We gotta find a way. At the time she was pregnant, so she felt like she was in labor. She was acting like she was in labor or whatever. So there was a helicopter out there. So the paramedics took her, and my little brother jumped on the helicopter to pull my little sister up, but he ended up getting stuck because they had her on the gurney. He couldn't get out. So my mama jumped in. So they flying up in the air. They couldn't even get out. I'm literally watching them fly away from me. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm out there by myself. You know what I'm saying? I got all the luggage. I got everybody's stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's shit with me. So I'm out there. It's hot as hell. Now mind you, we was at the house for like 3 days. 2 or 3 days. Then we left there, and I was at the Superdome for like 2 days. So that's like 5 days. And it's hot, bro. Like, it's hot. And it was feeding us like the military food. You know what I'm saying? So everybody at the Superdome was eating the military food. And there was a lady that was out there, and she was having an asthma attack. And I'll never forget that lady, man. And she had a daughter with her. Her daughter was like, she was an elderly lady too. And I had my asthma pump on me, and I gave the lady my asthma pump, and she gave it to the elderly woman, but it didn't work. And she called one of the National Guards, and she told them, my mom's having an asthma attack. It's hot. She ain't got no water. Woo, woo, woo. So they took her inside of the New Orleans Center. The New Orleans Center was a mall right on the side of the Superdome. So they took her inside the New Orleans Center. They never came back out. So that night, the buses came. So the buses came like late that night. And they gathered everybody up. They were like, y'all gonna get on these buses, whatever. They didn't tell us where we was going or nothing. So we get on the bus. We walking through the New Orleans Center to go to the buses. And that lady had on some very distinctive shoes. That's how I knew it was her. She was laying down, and they had a blanket over her. And that's when I seen her. She was gone. She was dead. So, I ended up walking through the New Orleans Center, and I got to the bus. Like I said, they didn't tell us where we were going. They just put us on the bus. So the whole ride, we ride, and that seemed like the longest ride ever. So when we got to Dallas. So we got to Dallas, and they bring us somewhere. There was a shelter, and right across from it was like an urgent care. When I got off the bus, I didn't realize my leg was like enormous. Like my left leg was like huge. So they took us off. They immediately just grabbed me and took me off of the bus. When they took me off the bus, they brought me to the urgent care. So they gave me a shot. They had to drain fluid out my leg, and they broke my shin. They put me in a cast, and they sent me back to the shelter. I got to the shelter, and from there, I was like, man, I can't do this. So like they put us in where to take showers, and the shower head was like one big old shower head there, like multiple, like little things coming out of it with water and stuff, and all in a circle. I'm like, nah, I can't do this stuff. So I had to stay in the shelter until, like we could get in touch with somebody. So we couldn't get in touch with nobody because we ain't had no phone and stuff. So yeah, I ended up having to stay in that shelter out there. I can't remember if it was Dallas, Fort Worth. It was outside Dallas somewhere. I don't remember. But yeah, so that's why I don't celebrate it, because I seen that. And if you never seen it, you know what I'm saying, like, you wouldn't know how to react to that. Like, you know, the younger kids today, like, they celebrate Katrina and stuff like that, but they wasn't even born when that happened. You know what I'm saying? A lot of older people celebrate it, and I mean, everybody had their own reasons. You know, I don't, because and then another reason why I don't is because I feel like they exploit us too much. Like, exploit us. And what I mean by that is even like the movie industry and documentaries. Like, I was just online on Facebook a couple of days ago, and I had mentioned that, and people was like, "Oh, Maul, you tripping like this, that, and the third." Like, bro, like, I love Ryan Coolidge. I think Ryan Coolidge is very talented. He's a very talented director. He done Black Panther 1, Black Panther 2. He done he done Sinners. You know, he's talented. But I think that people need to leave that Katrina documentary stuff alone, because there's too many of them. You know, and I think that it's more of exploitation than anything. You know what I'm saying? They exploit us and don't give back. Like, they take out what we do. Like, they done took everything that we do, right? Everything that happened to us, and they put it on a documentary, and they make millions off of it. But the Ninth Ward still got houses that still got, you know, the code numbers on it and water lines. To this day, 20 years later, to this day, it's still up there. But nobody, not one person say, you know what, bro, I'm gonna take this money and put that toward the city. I'll put that toward the community. Nobody ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? But we allow them to exploit us and put our stuff out there like that. Like, I ain't really with that, man. I think that after maybe 2 of them, that should have been it. Like, I done got asked by a guy, he worked for the Washington Post. And he hit me up one time, and he was like, "Yo, man, I want to talk to you about what happened with Katrina." And I told him, I said, "Man, I don't want to talk about that, man. Leave me alone. Like, I don't want to talk about that. Like, because at the end of the day, y'all trying to use that to exploit us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and put that light out there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, this is what happened. They don't do that with Sandy Hook. Not Sandy Hook. Hurricane Sandy. They don't do that with Hurricane Sandy. They ain't did that in Miami. Miami get hit too. They ain't did that in Miami. They ain't did that for New York. They ain't did that for New Jersey. They ain't did that for Virginia. They ain't did that for South Carolina, North Carolina. All these places get hit with storms. They ain't did that for Haiti. When Haiti get hit, or Puerto Rico, they get hit too by hurricanes. They don't never do that for none of them. Why they always do it for Katrina? And I know they're going to say, "Oh, well, that was the worst one." No, man. All them places get hit. Katrina hit all these places before that. They don't do it for Mississippi and Alabama. Alabama got hit. Mississippi got hit. Why Louisiana? When Andrew hit Morgan City, why wasn't then? Like, they don't do that then. They ain't even do that for Betsy and Camille back in the day when my mom and them was small and stuff like that. They ain't do that for them. So why now? Why exploit us now? Because we allowed it. And I'm just not with it. I just don't want to celebrate it, because I'm not about to allow these people to just do that shit to us. Like, that's wrong. It's wrong. And I'm not with it. Call me what you want. Judge it how you want to. That's cool. But I'm not with it. And I'm not going to celebrate it. I'll never celebrate it. And I'll guarantee y'all, within the 25th year anniversary of it, it's going to be more. Somebody else going to want to put something out. Spike Lee put it out. Y'all should have left it at that. But they didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it became too much for me. It's too much, because it makes me relive things I don't want to relive again. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't feel like it's cool to do. You know? So yeah, that's my take on Hurricane Katrina. On a brighter note, my high school had their reunion. John F. Kennedy, shout out to Kennedy. 01, class 01. I got a beef with them though. And I'm gonna let them know I got a beef with them, dude. Because at the same time, Kennedy had they reunion, but nobody called me to perform. Nobody called me to perform. Why? Y'all can hit me up. Next year I want to do something. Next year I want to do something. I want all the funny people. I want all my people that's from Kennedy, Dana, Benny. I want all of them, all the ones who are funny. I want all y'all on stage. We're gonna put together something for us, but we're gonna do it on stage. How about that? Because y'all could have called me, man. Y'all could have called me, Kennedy. Whoever in charge, man, y'all could have called me, say, "Maul, look, I need you to come up here and run something." Man, look, I've been there, but nobody called. And I'm mad about that. I'm like, yeah, goddamn it, I'm pissed about it. I'm pissed. I'm pissed about it because y'all could have called me. Shout out to my homie Rafe. He put on the thing. I seen the video. I wasn't there, but I seen the video. Rafe did his thing. Rafe wasn't even on the stage. Rafe was off the stage in the middle. You hear me? With everybody around him doing his 1-2, and that was love. Rafe, shout out to Rafe. Shout out to everybody who performed. I don't know everybody performed because everybody didn't post, and I didn't see all the videos, but I seen Rafe. You know what I'm saying? But look, next year, somebody get in touch with me, man. I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear nothing. Somebody get in touch with me next year. I'm in there. I ain't wearing. I'm not putting on nothing with the Saints. I'm not doing nothing like I want to be at that for Kennedy. I want to do something with Kennedy. I don't care. Because I'm not a Saints fan. Y'all don't want to pick me. Y'all don't want to grab me because I'm not a Saints fan. Look, I ain't going to never be a Saints fan. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all. But, yeah, y'all got to... Next year, we got to do something. I don't know who in charge. I don't even care who in charge. Whoever in charge, y'all get this to them. Next year, we got to do something. Listen, we going to get some of the funniest people from the classes, and whether they do comedy or not, we're going to get them on there, and we're going to do our 1-2. I want everybody in that. I want everybody to do. Dana better have her ass there. Benny have his ass there. I know they going to be there. Them two clowns, but yeah. And Benny act, so I know Benny can put on. Benny be putting on, so I already know he going to roll. So yeah, man, listen. And I can run into him in Houston. If I catch him out here, we gonna have a conversation. But yeah, we gonna do that, Benny. We gotta put on something next year. We gotta put on something. I ain't even joking. I wasn't upset. I was actually smiling because people was talking about Kennedy, talking about we couldn't put on, and we put on big ass. Man, I seen them pictures, man. Man, listen, that had to be in a Superdome somewhere the way it was. We could, man, listen. Kennedy had the best reunions in the city. In the city, the best reunion in the city. And next year, I'm gonna be a part of it. In some kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. Excuse me. In some kind of way, shape, form, fashion, I won't be in it. Period. Put me down. Football season about to roll around. I know my Saints fans about to come through, but y'all not winning. Just to let y'all know, I'm not a Saints fan. For those who don't know, for those who know, I'm not a Saints fan. I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Been a Chiefs fan since Christian Okoye, Barry Word, Steve DeBerg, J.J. Bird, Stephon Page, Derek Thomas, Neil Smith, Dale Carter. Do I need more? Do I need to go? Do I need to continue? Been a Chiefs fan. I'm going to be a Chiefs fan till the day I die. It is what it is. I'm going to ride with my team. We roll. We gonna win it all this year. This our year. We gonna win it all this year. I'm a Yankees fan as well. I don't know if we gonna put it off in October. I don't think we are. I think we're gonna have another year of disappointment with the Yankees. And I'm a Knicks fan. My Knicks. We gonna get it together. Come next year. We was already close. Come next year, we gonna be there. It's don't worry. To all my Knicks fans out there, don't worry, we got this. To all my Chiefs fans, I'm gonna sit this right here. Now, one thing I want to do this year, one thing I definitely want to do, and I'm gonna need y'all help. I want to start going to these high school games. I need to start going to high school football games because high school football games been off the meter. Look at that cheese. Look at that cheese. High school football games been off the meter, man. I used to go to spring high school games, and they used to get clobbered. They used to get, man, goals. But I want to start going to high school games out here. So if your kid, your nephew, your cousin, whoever is playing ball, man, let me know, man. Hit me up, tell me where they at. I'm gonna come to the game, come support them because I want to start going back because them high school games be lit, bro. I miss that, man. I miss them high school games, and I just need that itch. You know, I got an itch I need to scratch. I got it. I need to scratch. So let me know when the high school games and who playing and you know what I'm saying. I know they done started already, but let me know. And I don't want to go to no pool game. I don't want to go to the bullshit game. Like don't tell me more. My son playing, he play running back, and it's a game against somebody who 0-5. Like let me go to the rivalry game. Let me go to the game where I know it's gonna be intense. But when they hit each other, they dislike each other. Like they don't really like each other. And shit, if they want to, they'll get it in. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. That's what I want. I want them games. I want them games where the bands even the bands go at.